This is a man of many names. Late night, old school muscle, Mr. 80s. Done a lot in his career. He is Nickie Valentino, and he is, he doesn't like that guy in the front row.
Hit him. I don't like him either. Hit him.
What did he do to you?
You know, I can't think of a good excuse. Just hit him anyway.
Well, you and Valentino are both a couple of goofs.
I take offense to that.
Did I compare you to Nickie Valentino?
No, that you called us goofs.
I see. Well, Nickie Valentino is set for one-on-one competition. And apparently he's...
You gotta put the dukes up. You never fought before?
Game of fisticuffs.
Oh, here we go.
It's the frenetic energy of the Spasmanian devil. Andrew Palace with an infectious energy about him.
Infectious. It's a man that doesn't know the meaning of the word decaf. He's doing laps around the ring before his match. Tell me, in what instance does doing laps help anyone?
Valentino was doing laps in the ring for a minute.
Well, yeah, but that's conditioning. In the ring, it's a much shorter distance.
Well, now Valentino's out of the ring, so is it different?
Well, that's because he's afraid of Mr. Crazy.
He is afraid. You made your first good point of the night.
Well, look, he'll recover. I meant afraid as a relative term, not actually afraid. It was a metaphor.
Palace with his very conspicuous goggles. It's an interesting fashion statement. Works for him, though.
Really? You're saying goggles is a fashion statement?
Of some sort.
The only people that I know that wear goggles are jerks and homeless people. So which one is he?
Well, I think he would be a jerk to you because he knows you don't like him.
Did he say something? I mean, I've always liked him.
Does it really need to be said anymore?
He's probably holding a weapon in his hair. That's why.
He is holding a weapon in his hair.
In his
says
hair.
BC Steel.
He's got that hair that holds stuff. Take it, Joe.
Collar and elbow tie-up, center of the ring as Palace goes one-on-one with Nickie Valentino. Valentino, again, you talk about a stalwart who's been a part of this area for many, many years now. Valentino first came to prominence in about 2009 or so as part of the Sex Appeal faction with Bobby Shields and Bobby Beverly. And Andrew Palace, stop distracting me, Mr. Steele. Nickie Valentino has been able to control Andrew Palace, has a single leg. Why are you so upset over here when it comes to Andrew Palace?
Okay, first of all, let's get a few things. Do you have an hour, first off?
No.
Because hopefully this match goes an hour, because if we're going to go, what do I have against Andrew Palace, it's going to take that long. I never trust anybody who is that much energy. You never, ever, you never know what he's going to do. It's a little bit of shady business. Somebody like myself who's calm and reserved and always on an even level there is somebody you can trust. Not an Andrew Palace.
Palace turns things around. Nicely done.
And I don't like that haircut. Now, Nickie Valentino, there's a haircut you can set your watch to.
What does that mean?
It means that if you had a watch, you could set it to his haircut. I don't think I can make that any clearer.
I don't think you can either. Valentino turns things around, side headlock of his own.
And see, that's one of the dangerous parts. You're going to get that hair in your mouth.
There's something illegal about the hair. Palace takedown.
Well, there should be.
Oh, shoulders are trapped. Palace. Pinning combination just out of nowhere. Down with the amateur style. Go behind takedown. And Palace riding Valentino for the moment. Valentino's actually one with an amateur background. It's interesting to me that Palace right now is in control. Valentino, to me, his biggest issue has always been focus. He's always been a little bit nutty and a little bit easily distracted.
Well, that's where, you know, he could use a manager.
Oh, no.
Can I?
No, you're needed here. Okay. You are not allowed within 20 feet of that ring.
How about 30?
30 is more than 20, but please stay here because you're being paid. I will dock pay if you leave. Reversal. Valentino hits hard in the corner. Palace follows through. The intensity that Palace brings in the ring is just like the intensity he brings in his entrance. Palace just knows nothing else but straightforward in your face.
And he doesn't know when to stop, doesn't know when to
That was
quit.
in your face.
Well, certainly doesn't know really when to take a breath. I don't understand exactly where he gets it from.
Check this out, suicide dive. Nicely done. Andrew Palace has won these people over.
Oh, wow, won the people over. You jingle keys and you win the people over.
Why do you have to be so mean to these people? I've known some of these fans for years.
Well, that's your fault, not mine.
Well, Valentino trips up the legs of Palace. And Palace small the back into the edge of the ring frame. And Valentino showing a bit of a nasty side. Palace hits the steel.
See, I mentioned earlier about you don't want to get Cannon Jones Jr. mad. Another guy you don't want to anger is Nickie Valentino. Nickie Valentino, whether we call him old school muscle.
A second time.
You, I believe, mentioned earlier about his success in PWO. There's a lot, Prime Wrestling, a lot of things to like about Nickie Valentino. However, for all the things that you knocked him earlier about not being focused, his anger can make it a long day, especially it's going to be for Andrew Palace. You know what I'd like to see him do, Joe? I'd like to see him just rip Andrew Palace's hair out, just a chunk of it, and shove it right down his throat. Long-haired hippie.
Well, hey, when Valentino's focused, he's very dangerous. And again, he wouldn't be here if he wasn't. He's a very credible athlete. He's held championships before. He's wrestled some of the most famous names in the business. He's gotten in the face of Greg Valentine. He's gone one-on-one with Tito Santana. But Valentino, just to me, has always been his own worst enemy.
That's why I said he needs a manager. If you would let me go down there.
You are here as a broadcaster. Why are you trying to get a cut of everybody's pay down there?
But see, what you call a cut is another man's fee, you see. Can I get a raise?
Get out! Stop it!
Well, we were on the topic, I just figured.
You've been here for less than 4 matches. It's Valentino. There's the pull the hair that you like so much.
Well, see, that's what happens when you have long hair. He deserves it.
Now, series of near falls. Again, our officials doing their job. They have full letter of the law in the ring to dictate and call the action as they see fit. Their decision is final. No matter what you think about it.
Well, fine then. I guess everything's just laid out there, isn't it, Joe?
That's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to present some sensible wrestling. Valentino with a reverse bear hug. He's constricting the air intake in the lungs. Palace got to a vertical base. He's broken the grasp now. Palace with a clothesline, second time. Oh, tried for maybe a variation of that fireman carry slam, Olympic slam, whatever you want to call it. Valentino with a gut wrench. Nicely done overhead. Shades of Dino Bravo by Nickie Valentino, and he gets 2.
Well, there's a little bit of a random reference. You were waiting to fit the Dino Bravo reference in there. Very excellent, Joe Dombrowski. You know the one thing I like about, well, there's a number of things I like, but you know one of the great things I like about Nickie Valentino?
I hope it's not the way he runs his mouth or throws his elbow pads around.
Well, it was the way he throws his elbow pads around first, and then the way he runs his mouth. But it's just a confidence. You have to admire that in an athlete. Guys that are confident, truly confident, are a rare breed.
High risk? Oh, that didn't work.
Well, maybe confidence isn't always all it's cracked up to be at times.
Again, own worst enemy. Lost the focus. Shotgun dropkick by Palace.
It looks like Nickie Valentino may have hit his head.
Oh, he hit his head a long time ago, trust me.
Well, and that just hit his face.
There's that fireman's carry. Almost a torture rack. Neckbreaker, nicely done. Valentino is hurt. This couldn't do it. No.
Nickie Valentino's going to need error opportunity or something right now, or space to get away from Palace. Obviously, working that back over Palace earlier, he's going to have to try and get back to it. Good way would be to pull that hair.
Palace maybe going for a signature move, that hernia driver. Valentino senses it coming, reaching for the ropes. However, Valentino downstairs.
It's good. That's 3 points. 3 points to Nickie Valentino.
Manipulating the official, and Valentino going to steal this.
More points than the Browns are going to score all year.
Has Palace hooked. Suplex can't get him. Palace keeps wriggling free. Wait a second. Hernia driver. Second attempt. Got him that time. Andrew Palace victorious in his Turner's Hall debut. He is. Nickie Valentino, the veteran, brought his A game, but I'll tell you what, Andrew Palace was determined. I'm not sure if Valentino could have beaten Palace no matter what he did tonight. Andrew Palace was just on a mission to make a statement.
Shut up.
Big victory for the frenetic energy of Andrew Palace here at Turner's Hall.